So we're thrilled to have Wilson be a client of Navigate's, and we've worked with you and your team specifically on the branding side. But many of my teammates had the chance to visit your innovation center, which does look from the pictures almost like Willy Wonka's factory. Talk a little bit about what happens at the innovation center on a typical day.
Sure, absolutely. I think the number one thing that you see when you come to the Innovation Center and you think about a brand like Wilson that are making tennis rackets and tennis balls and baseball gloves and golf clubs and all that kind of stuff, right? People just don't know how much effort goes into actually making high performance products. At the end of the day, a golfer wants to make birdies and hit 300-yard drives. Baseball players want to hit home runs, and tennis players want to hit winners and aces, and it's all about performance, and performance is everything. And that's what that whole innovation center is about, is squeezing that last mile per hour out of a ball. It's about another RPM off the string bed. That's what everything is done on a day-to-day basis. And the whole setup there, to come back to the point when people come there, like, I had no idea that you guys did this, and I had no idea about this about Wilson, that there's a lot of innovation and stuff from a brand that I've known since I was very little. A young child. And so the whole goal of the Innovation Center is to create intellectual property for the company. And we call it a closed loop cycle. So the very front of our building is all of our design and engineering resources, which is an interesting mix of people. We employ all kinds of disciplines of engineers, physicists, material scientists, CAD designers, industrial designers, graphics designers, and you got to get that mix right. Not only does the product catcher perform, but it is also a value. We want to create objects of desire so that when you have an A2000 ball glove, people love the way it looks and it smells and everything about it. But at the end of the day, it's the working end of a ball player, right? So we want to make sure that's right. So the key ingredient that we have are these player insight specialists that are kind of this translation piece between the technical arm of the innovation and the actual player. So they can speak ball player, and they can speak engineer, and they can play the sport. And so what you see in the middle of our building from that design in the front is a playtest area, tennis courts, basketball courts, all these kind of hitting areas that we use. And we have the same thing for baseball bats as well, Demery and Louisville Slugger. And then we also have methods of prototype. If you can make it, you can innovate it. And so I firmly believe that we have to be able to make the things in-house that we market. And we do that there. And then we have all kinds of testing things that we have, from all the compliance type testing that you have to do, make sure your driver doesn't have a face that's too fast, or a baseball bat that doesn't have an exit velocity that's too fast, or size and dimension and those kind of things. Willy Wonka is a pretty good description, but it's, if you love sports and you love engineering and you love products, and it's just a fantastic place to work.